Hi, I'm Vandana Shukla, Master Trainer of IELTS. In today's video, I'm going to share some facts with you which you as a learner, as a student of IELTS should know. And these facts are about listening. These facts will actually help you to get the right score, and most of the students miss out it when they are preparing for IELTS. First thing is practice using answer sheet and pencil. Yes, most of the students when they are making preparation for IELTS, they use pen. You are not aware that in the real test you will be asked to give the answer with pencils. So from day one, as you start with your IELTS preparation, take up a pencil in your hand. Do not use a pen. Okay. And the next thing what I wanted to stress on, that you should use answer sheet. You get proper answer sheets when you give the IELTS test. So these are the answer sheets. I ensure that my students, if you are studying with me, my students use these answer sheets. These answer sheets are the one which you easily get in the IELTS preparation material from me or anywhere else. But from day one, as you start preparing yourself, ensure that you use the answer sheets. The next thing that I wanted to tell you is answers in capital letters or lowercase. Yes, that's a tricky question. Most of the students, what do? That when they are doing listening, they continue writing in lowercase. There is no harm in writing in lowercase. But yes, as not a native speaker of English, we may tend to do some mistakes. I'll tell you how. If you're writing all the answers in capital letters, you actually save yourself in doing those errors. How? Let's look at the example. If you get a question wherein your answer is global, okay, global. So you may write global like this, which is absolutely acceptable in IELTS. You do not get any, wrong marking. It is acceptable. So you may write like this, and you can also write like this. It is absolutely okay, you can write this like this and like this. But let's say you have a proper noun, which is any name, or it could be any specific location, and when you have to write that answer, the person may write in James as like this or James. Okay, so I'm going to underline it, because when you are in a pressure of giving the answers, because you're listening to the recording only once and you're in a pressure and a speed to write fast, you will not remember that a proper noun, that a name should come in capital letter. And if you do this mistake, if you write like this, your answer will be treated as wrong. So how do you save yourself from this? Ensure that all the answers that you write in the listening, just go with the capital letter. It's a great save for you. Going on to the third point that I wanted to share with you, word limit instructions. As you move on in the listening test in section 1 and majorly in your section 4, you are always given the word limit, okay? And the word limit actually changes as per the recording changes. So new question will give you a new limit. Ensure that every time you check the word limit. Most of the students do this mistake. They do not look at the word limit, and if the question says one word only, they do the error that sometimes they write 2 words. Okay, and when you're writing 2 words, even if your answer is, let's take an example, the answer says global economy. Okay, maybe you wrote these 2 words, but your word limit was only economy. You would think, okay, I wrote economy and this was the correct word, you would get the marks. No, you will not get the marks. You need to only put the one word, and the suitable word at that particular point of question could be economy. So please be careful and be watchful of the word limit. There is one more question where students usually find problem, and the question is no more than one word. That's the instruction. No more than one word and or a number. So this instruction gives you the limit of words also, and it gives you the instruction how many numbers you can write. Let's look at a very simple example here. Example, you had the answer which needs to be filled like 20%. Okay, you have an answer that you have to fill as 20%. And the question says one word and a number. Okay, the question says one word and a number. It means you're only going to use one word and one number. Okay, so how are you going to write it? If you write it as 20%, this is wrong. And why this is wrong? Because this 20 itself is a number and this numeric presentation of percentage is also a number. So here you are writing two numbers, which is a wrong answer. If you write as like this 20%, it again is a wrong answer because this is one word and this is also one word. The question was asking you only one word. So how are you going to present it? The easiest way, and please look it carefully, you need to write it as 20%, one number and one word. So I am meeting this criteria, I am meeting this criteria. So please be careful when you look at the word limit how you should be writing the answers. Now moving on to the fourth point. Fourth point is quite technical, I would say. Why technical? Because as an Indian student or as a student who is studying in the Asian region, we are always taught in school that when we have to represent time, we usually represent it using double dots. Something like 7:30 like this. Correct? Whenever you are doing listening, I am pretty sure that you most of the time you would write the answer as something like 4:15 or 4:30. Okay, but again, as per your IELTS official Cambridge book, I am referring to this directly official authentic Cambridge book. So when you correct your answers based on this, what are you going to find is the answers are never presented like this. The answers are never presented in this form. The answers are actually presented with a single dot. If your answer is 7:30, how are you going to write it? 7 dot, and even that dot should be on the lower side. Okay, dot 30. Let's take an example. If I have to write a time which is something like 4:10. So how I'm going to write? I'm going to write it as 4, a dot in the down, and then 10. Please be careful about that. You should follow the answering structure also as per the official IELTS Cambridge book. Now the fifth point that I wanted to share, if you remember when you are doing your IELTS listening practice, you might face a recording which has a word called cafe. Yes, which has a word called cafe. So when you write cafe, most of the time I'm pretty sure that you might have written it like this, C-A-F-E. Okay, but here also we are wrong. As per the IELTS Cambridge and as per the general understanding also, this cafe is not an English word. This is a French word. So if you are going to write a French word, you just cannot write in English alphabets. You have to use French alphabets, and this is C-A-F-E, and you have to put this mark on the top. If you are not putting this mark on the top and if you are writing something like this, your answer will be wrong. So please ensure that you follow these 5 points. These are not so easy or not so difficult, but these are the things that you should need to keep in your mind when you are doing listening. Yes, when you are doing listening, you have to keep this in your mind. Again, as a quick recap, let's quickly just brush up with all these 5 points. First thing, please ensure that you get your answer sheets printed. If you are looking for the answer sheet, we Mass Career Institute consultants, we provide a full kind of a register, or I would kind of set of sheets which is for your listening, reading, writing. Yes, we provide a complete set. If you want, you can call us or you can just send us a message. Other than this, answer in capital letters without any doubt. Without any doubt, just start following this capital letter. Okay. Then word limit instructions, always remember that you look for the word limit. If you are not doing so, start doing it from today. time answer. How are you going to put the answer for the time? And then the word cafe. This word cafe, you will find it when you do at least 7-8 listenings. This will be repeated in most of the listening recordings. So that's it all for today. Thank you so much.